Hello there guys and gals, TheWelshHunt here back with another Indiana Jones and the Great Circle achievement guide, and this one we're going to be getting the Path of Junia achievement. Now this is for photographing all 10 inscriptions, which are basically these strange inscriptions left on fountains all around the Vatican. Now the first 4 are going to be story related, which we have to do for Antonio. So the first one I will be showing you here is just outside the post office. So from the post office, we'll take a right. Now, we have to go to the post office in order to get the camera from Ernesto, so you should have already gotten to this point in the story. But from the post office, just a little bit further up, take a right in this little courtyard, go through the gate right here, and then right at the end of this, well, you can take a couple of pictures of things here, like the priest, for instance, and everything like that. But basically, at the very end of this little garden section is going to be the first inscription. Now, in terms of the inscriptions, you can do them in any order of where you see fit. So if you are doing a bit of exploring, as long as you've got the camera, which, like I said, you should have got from Ernesto, you have to get it through the main story quest line anyway. And some of these inscriptions, again, won't be available until we interact with and complete the fieldwork side missions, all 3 of them. Which I do have another video guide for if you prefer, because they'll only those areas will only open up as we progress through the fieldwork and the main story. So we're going to do the 4 main story ones, the easiest ones that we can find first, and then we will be doing the rest later on. So first of all then, there's the first one, as I said, in this garden, and then when we get to the end of the garden, so still in the same garden, we're going to head back through the same gate that we came through. From here, we're going to take a right.
The Lord be with you, sister.
And what you're going to see as we come out to the main sort of courtyard area is the big fountain directly in front of us in the Belvedere courtyard. This is where the second inscription is. So there is number 2. So again, make sure that you got your camera and everything in frame. As soon as you can see the right trigger there to take a picture, make sure to take that one. Next up, what we're going to do is head all the way down to the opposite end, so still in the Belvedere courtyard, but we're going to head down where we can see the stage. It's pretty difficult to miss this one, in all fairness. It's a huge stage right from where we just got the second one, right there. So to get the third inscription, we're going to go behind the stage, and we are going to climb our way up. Again, there will be a captain that will be walking around, and he can spot your disguise, so just be careful, that's all. But head around the back here, and then climb your way up. Once we do get up, what you're going to do then is spin 360 degrees right around, and you can see the next inscription on the next fountain. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this repair kit first. So we can just drop down and grab this next inscription too. Now, like I said, even with the main story, there are a couple about that we can get first. Press up on the D-pad, of course, to get your camera out. Now, there are a couple that you can grab. I just decided to do this. This seems to be the easiest order in which to do the first 4 in, without having to sneak around too much and do much fighting. So, from that last inscription, we're going to go ahead to the very end, where we can see the guards sitting, just chilling, and we're going to do some more climbing up the scaffolding. So, up we go there, lad. Spin it round. As for some reason, I decided to turn Scottish. In here, you will find the House of God mystery right there. That little puzzle in front of us. So if you want to do that, you can. But what we are going to do is go straight across past the House of God mystery, through the opposite window into the Borgia courtyards. And then what we can do is we will just climb up again. So you can see we can use our whip by pressing the right bumper. Climb yourself up, and this is where the 4th inscription is, right on top of this roof courtyard. So that will actually be the 4 out of 4 needed to progress the story with Antonio. So, like I said, it is definitely worth now just keeping on progressing the story until the Nun in Trouble fieldwork unlocks. because what you can do then is have the ability for all of the areas to unlock to finish these inscriptions. So this is part of the main story. So we've gotten to the point there where we have found the suspicious nun, Gina, on the balcony. And again, this is a specific thing that we're going to be doing. So for the fieldwork missions, which I do have another video for that. So if you want to grab that, we are going to need a black shirt uniform. So again, it is for the specific fieldwork missions. It is also going to be where some of the inscriptions are. So instead of sneaking around and trying to not get caught and then end up in a big massive fight, it is easier just to grab the black shirt uniform here, or the disguise, and make your life a hell of a lot easier. So from where we just spoke to Gina on the balcony, zipline your way down, turn around, go through the chain link fence, and you're going to have to fight a couple of broskies right here. Again, I'm just going to give him the whip of life. Ready? Steady. Oh, yeah! Oof! Tricky. And then once you've beaten the hell and the snot out of the last guy, the black shirt disguise is going to be on a little stool just next to the washing tent. Right in front of us. Also, there is also going to be the 5th inscription as we turn around right here as well. So there is inscription number 5 in this little courtyard. And like I said, I only left it until after main part of the story because it's just easier to have zip-lined our way down. So once you've grabbed the black shirt uniform anyway and you've carrying on, we are now doing a nun in trouble fieldwork mission. And what you'll have to do, you'll be in the sewer and then you'll be climbing your way up. And this is where you will find inscription number 6. Pretty obvious, right in front of you. You really can't miss this one. So that is inscription number 6. And again, this is part of the Nun in Trouble fieldwork, I believe. But again, very hard to miss. Now, we have just finished the Savage Discovery fieldwork. So that means that I have now, at this point, I have done all 3 fieldworks. So now we are back in the library. And we are going to go ahead and grab the rest of the inscriptions. So the first one here, the first bit of inscription, again, if you go ahead and pop your black shirt uniform back on, just to make things a lot easier, is right by the library. So we are in the restricted area, but again, avoiding the captains and everything, you should be golden as. You should be fine as long as the captains don't look at you. And it is just a case of, you would have got a quest called the Secret Giants, or whatever it is. Where the Secret of Giants, sorry. So you can literally use it, make sure that it is marked, and then you can use the journal to follow it around. So we head into this kind of little museum garden section, and the inscription is going to be just on the left, where we are then going to head up the stairs. So it's not obviously in the tree, but it is just to this stairs, just to the left of us. And if we make our way up, there is inscription number 7 out of 10. And again, I do hope that doing it in this order has made sense. Again, I've done it in terms of as we progress through the story. So kind of if that does make a little bit of sense right there. Anyway, for the next one, we're going to drop back down. We're going to go through the door on our right. Don't follow the way that I'm doing because I'm just being stupid. So you need to go through the same door that we came and basically get out of the courtyardy restrictory bit. And then from here, then, we can go ahead and take a right. Now, again, during the field work missions, you would have come up to these areas anyway. But again, playing through the field work missions, I missed them out the first time, pretty much on accident. But you will be coming up through these areas anyway. So we're going to head just up. And this is actually to the area where the main quest for the Fountain of Confession is. There's a little loot chest. We can loot a few more buckaroonies right there. So another $100. Why not? But then we're just going to head up these steps here on our left. Again, we're outside the main quest of called the Fountain of Confession. And we're just going to head up these couple of stairs right here, and the next inscription, if we spin it around, ta-da, there it is. That's going to be inscription number 8 out of 10. And there we go. That's job done. Right, next up then, if we just take a little look, we're basically going to head back down these stairs and then to the right. You can jump off the balcony here, but you will lose quite a bit of health, especially if you're playing on a very high difficulty. So just head down the steps and then run around to the right.
Here it is. Somewhere. The entrance to the sacred monastery of the Nephilim Order.
Now again, we are going to be coming up to an area where if you do have the black shirt disguise, you are free to roam around in this area. But if you don't have the black shirt disguise, take a right now. Not now, but just up the other steps there. Just take a right up those other steps and you're able to climb up onto the roofs and get in through one of the windows. That's if you don't have the black shirt disguise. If you do, you are more than welcome. As it turns out, you can just go in with your journal, continue heading up the steps. And continue heading on, go through to the right, and then through to the left to enter the excavation site. Now, as you get through these double doors, take an immediate left, and that is where you're going to find the inscription. So there was a bit of an edit, sorry about that, but if you turned directly left out of those double doors, the inscription is going to be right here. So that's going to be number 9. Again, as part of the fieldwork mission, you would have come here anyway. And number 10... out of 10 is another easy one to find. So obviously it is just a case again of following the direction. But we're going to head through the Apostolic Palace. Why is this so difficult to say? But we are just going to... well, let's unlock the door for us right meow. And again, obviously, always make sure to grab some bandage. Make sure that you're always topped up with everything. But we can now drop down where... So this next and last inscription, you are only able to get this after, again, completing a Savage Discovery fieldwork because you need a specific key for the cellar. And again, the only way you can get that is by doing the Savage Discovery fieldwork. So we can head down. The cellar is just next to the post office, so let's continue heading down.
Come andiamo?
And here we go then, there's the cellar. So once you get yourself in, obviously I already done the field work, so that's why it's already open. Take a left, and it's right next to the locked safe code it is. So if, or to the right of it, sorry, not to the left, but to the right of the safe lockbox. That is going to be number 10 out of 10 complete. So all we have to do now is simply return to Antonio. So head to the library. Again, if you want to use fast travel, of course, you can use these signposts. Which you should have already unlocked again if you've done a lot of the main quest and a lot of the field work and stuff already. But it's only going to be just to the right, so there we go. So past the post office and just simply return to Antonio for the achievement.
Buongiorno, soldato.
So there we are then, guys and gals. We are going to, so as soon as you pop the achievement, or as soon as you put the inscription pictures down, the achievement will unlock. You're able to get a couple of things then, like an ancient relic from Antonio and a letter. But that is how you get the Path of Junia achievement. So thank you so much for watching, guys and gals. I hope that the guide helped. If it did, of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend as well. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members as always. And I'll see you in the next Indie Game Pass game guide, guys and gals. Big love, everybody.
I'm sure you will
You're from a
know what to
long
make
time ago. This Ventura guy really doesn't like you, does he?
It's an understatement to say I like him even less.